I can't tell you how many people I know, even within my own family, who put up with a lousy mattress, lousy pillows, aches and pains, difficulty getting to sleep. You spend a quarter of your life, if you're getting enough sleep, or a third even, on this bed. It makes absolute sense to get the most comfortable bed that you can. Hey folks, Colin Richards here, president and founder of Lord & Richards, and I'm excited to be continuing a series on being wealthy, healthy, and happy for life. Wealth and health are critical components to achieve that final one, which is the ultimate pursuit, right? Happiness. And as we build those foundations, we need to be in great financial shape, what we call at Lord & Richards financial independence, not having to work to do what you need and to do what you love. But we also need to have a physical foundation. Most of us would even go so far as to say, if my health were deteriorating or my life were prematurely coming to an end, I would trade wealth. I would trade wealth in order to improve or increase my quality of life. And so in our last segment, we began with the subject of what you eat. You are what you eat. In this segment, we're going to continue those core ingredients for a foundation of health by discussing sleep and some other areas. One of the things that is critical to understand is that sleep is vital. You know what? I'm an early riser. I can't really sleep in unless I am just totally checked out on a beach somewhere. I can't sleep in, because my mind is always running. As a businessman, as somebody involved in global missions and the things that we do through our company, there's just always something to be thinking about. And if I get up in the morning, I'm not going back to sleep. So I understand it. I get it. Some of you are just early risers. Others of you maybe get up later, but you go to bed really late. All that is fine, but the key is to understand that a full night's sleep, 7 to 8 hours, isn't just something babies and teenagers need. It's something we need all through life and into our latter years. What happens is if we neglect sleep, we begin to develop inflammation in our brain and our body. Sleep is a pivotal time when the body cleanses your brain of those toxins and things that can impair your cognitive function. It's also a pivotal time when the body also flushes out its own toxins throughout your circulatory system, your muscle system, your skeletal system, your organs. This is a vital time. Rest is vital. When I was growing up, my pastor used to preach, if you don't come apart the way Jesus did with his disciples, you'll come apart. And so you need to begin to dial in some of those things that can help you achieve a full night's rest. Lack of sleep is directly linked. Listen, folks, it is directly linked to cognitive impairment. So while we're helping you achieve financial independence, if you're shortening your life on the other end, you're working against yourself. You say, well, what can I do, Colin? Well, there are a lot of practical tips and advice. You can look it up right now, Google it. But I'll tell you, one of the keys is to establish a routine. Get your biological clock, your circadian rhythms working together with you. I feel like there's virtue in Ben Franklin's old statement, early to bed, early to rise makes a person healthy, wealthy, and wise, okay? So right what we're talking about. Sleep is at the core of that health, wealth, wisdom, and happiness. And a lot of times getting an earlier start to bed is key because, again, some of us are wired the same. We're going to get up early in the morning no matter when we go to bed. So the key is to get to bed earlier. The second area I would say is to prepare your sleep environment. I encourage my wife, hey, put on some blackout shades on the back of our curtains. And so when we pull our curtains, it's dark no matter when it is, so that I don't get up too early in the morning during the summer months and I don't stay up too late at night. My body begins to black out all that light, and light will keep you up. We know this about your devices, right? I know a lot of you are addicted to your phones and your iPads and so forth. And make sure you set those so that after a certain hour, say 7 o'clock, we begin to filter out certain types of blue light that can help keep you from falling to sleep. I know a lot of you like to watch your shows, your television shows, but engaging your mind in that drama is going to keep you up longer. It is far better to have an environment that's conducive to sleep. It's dark, it's cool, it's absolutely quiet. And if you must do something to help you settle down and relax, watch things that are kind of mindless and silly. Honestly, if I read a book, I don't read a book that's on some deep subject. I'll read fiction or something. Or if I watch a video, again, I'm turning that brightness down. I'm making sure the light is not the white light or the blue light that's going to keep me up. And I'm watching something that is easy to fall asleep to. Those things are all fine. And then the quality of your bed. I can't tell you how many people I know, even within my own family, who put up with a lousy mattress, lousy pillows, aches and pains, difficulty getting to sleep. You spend a quarter of your life, if you're getting enough sleep, or a third even, on this bed. It makes absolute sense to get the most comfortable bed that you can. My wife and I found a wonderful compromise. We have beds that are separate and can be adjusted separately. And so whether you have a bed that can adjust coolness to keep you cool, which is another factor, or can adjust incline and recline, zero gravity is very popular. But make sure that you don't have too soft, too hard of a mattress, and that you're sleeping on a bed that gets you the rest you need. A lot of times people go to a hotel, a high-end hotel, and say, oh, I never slept better because of that mattress. Well, go find out what that mattress is and get that, okay? Another key area that we're going to dig into later is this area of exercise. So I'm going to dedicate our next segments and beyond to that. And then finally, access to advanced diagnostics. Again, this is where financial independence is really helpful. If you have the monetary ability to get access to things outside of our mainstream health programs, then you are going to be a step ahead. You see, our health system, our medical system, most of our physicians are wired around treating the sick. But what we need is a shift towards helping and advancing the health of those who are already healthy and keeping them healthy. And it's more than just, an apple a day keeps the doctor away, although diet is critical. It's about getting access to advanced diagnostics, having regular blood work. And you see, if you're limited by your healthcare program or Medicaid, you're going to be limited to what we call sick care, reactive care, and very little proactive care. Now, some companies are wising up to this. Companies with their health programs, their health insurance and so forth are really encouraging and rewarding being proactive. But getting that regular blood work, the blood is the life of the flesh, we're told in the Bible. And so the life is in the blood. And so the blood tells a whole lot about your story. It's like an open book that your physician can read, but you got to work with physicians who are used to looking for things in advance. There's new technology also out. Tony Robbins talks about this in his latest books about health. And it's the idea of getting full body MRI screening so that you can find things really early. Check the health of your arteries long before you have that stroke. Check the existence of any masses or lumps long before you're diagnosed with cancer, and so on. So getting proactive rather than reactive by use of advanced diagnostics. Some of these are coming down in price, and that's a good thing. But in the meantime, work with Lord & Richards and your team of advisors to develop a plan for financial independence that includes a budget for those additional layers of health care that are proactive, that are positive, that are building you up rather than just treating you when you're sick. Health is just one element of a comprehensive financial strategy for independence. At Lord & Richards, we're helping people in all the key areas, making sure you never run out of money before you run out of life, making sure that you have paid the minimum in taxes every year and at the end of life, making sure that your healthcare programs are set up, making sure that risk has been addressed in your portfolio, and of course, making sure that when you pass on, what you leave behind doesn't get left to the government nursing homes or hospitals. That's what it's all about, folks, and it's complimentary. We never charge a fee for our planning like so many others do because you deserve it, and it just starts with a simple phone call.